Good morning, class 10. Today we will do a new poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is written in the style of a ballad, a song or poem that tells a story. You must be familiar with ballads that narrate tales of courage or heroism. This poem is a humorous ballad close to a parody. Read it aloud, paying attention to the rhythm. Now, I am going to read each stanza and then I will explain simultaneously. Belinda lives Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a realio trulio little pet dragon. Now let us see the first stanza. Belinda is the name of a girl. Belinda lived in a little white house. I think there is nothing to explain in this first line. The poet says that once there was a little girl. She lived in a little white house. Her name was Belinda. With a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon, and a realio trulio little pet dragon. In the house where Belinda lived, there were some pet animals also: the black kitten, the grey mouse, a yellow dog, and a little pet dragon. These were the pet animals which lived in the house along with Belinda. Now there are two words here, realio and trulio. Realio means really and trulio means truly. Realio trulio means really and truly the little pet dragon. Apart from these pets, there was one more thing which was there in the house of Belinda. It was the little red wagon, a carriage. Second stanza. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink. And keep on underlining, the name of the little black kitten was Ink. And the little grey mouse, she called him Blink. The kitten was called Ink, and the mouse, the grey mouse, was called Blink. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. Mustard is a yellow colored flower. So the yellow colored dog was as attractive, as active and witty, as good looking as a yellow colored mustard flower. Because if you have seen the mustard flower, children, it has a very attractive look. It is small, but it's beautiful to look at. Similarly, the dog was also nice to look at. It was a yellow dog, a good looking dog, an attractive dog. But the dragon was a coward. Coward means a weakling, not brave enough. But the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. So, what are the names? Let us see the names again. The black kitten was called Ink. The mouse was called Blink. There was a yellow dog and it was as sharp, as active, as attractive as a mustard flower. And the dragon, which was there in Belinda's house, the dragon was a coward. The dragon was not brave, and the name of the dragon was Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Spikes means pointed nail-like structure. Pointed nail-like structure. The spikes were there on the top of his body and scales. Like fish have scales, similarly, the dragon also had scales under his body. Mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose. Now, in this line, the poet is comparing the mouth of the dragon to a fireplace. Why? Because it is believed, it is said that the dragon can release fire from its mouth. That is why dragon's mouth has been compared to a fireplace. And the nose has been compared to a chimney, because it is said that the dragon can release smoke from its nose. So the mouth looked like a fireplace because it could produce fire, and the nose was like a chimney because as chimney releases smoke, in the same way the dragon's nose also could release smoke. And Rielio and Trulio, daggers on his toes. Rielio and Trulio again means really and truly, daggers on his toes. The feet, the toes were like sharp knives, sharp daggers. Next stanza. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. Now Belinda was a brave girl. And how brave was she? She was as brave as a group of bears. Bears are brave animals. So similarly, Belinda was also as brave as a group of bears. And Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Ink and Blink. Who are Ink and Blink? The kitten and the grey mouse. They were also brave enough and they could chase lions. They were so brave that they could chase lions down the staircase. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage. Tiger in a rage. Rage means anger. As an angry tiger can be seen, a brave tiger who is full of anger can be seen. Similarly, Mustard was also as brave. Who is Mustard? Mustard was the yellow colored dog. Mustard, the dog, was as brave as any angry tiger. But Custard cried for a nice, safe cage. All these animals were brave. The Ink, the Blink, the Mustard, all were brave. But Custard the dragon was not brave. The Custard the dragon was a coward. This we have studied in the second stanza just now. And that is why it always demanded a nice, safe cage where it could stay safely without any danger. Now, before I proceed to the next page, I am reading these stanzas once again for you. Just pay attention. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a Rielio, Trulio, little pet dragon. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as Mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and Rielio, Trulio, daggers on his toes. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice, safe cage. Now, next page. Belinda tickled him. Belinda tickled means Belinda teased him. Teased whom? Dragon. Custard the dragon who was a coward. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. That means Belinda had no mercy on the dragon and continued to tease him. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. Percival was a brave knight in the court of King Arthur. So, Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they also made fun of Custard the dragon. They knew very well that Custard the dragon was a coward, and in order to make fun of him, they called him Percival. Percival, the brave knight in the court of King Arthur. Although they knew that he was not at all brave, that is why they made fun of Custard the dragon. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon. Little red wagon again is a red carriage. At the Realio Trulio cowardly dragon. They all sat. They means Ink, Blink, and Mustard. They all sat together in the little red wagon, and they used to really make fun of the coward dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house. Belinda giggled. Giggle means she laughed so loudly that it appeared her laughter echoed in the house, and it appeared that the whole house will shake due to the sound of the laughter of Belinda. Belinda giggled till she shook the house. And Blink said weak, which is giggling for a mouse. When the mouse giggles, the sound of weak comes out. So Blink the mouse also laughed, also giggled, and the sound of weak was produced by him. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age. Again it means they teased him. They teased Custard the dragon, and they asked, how old are you that you are behaving in such a cowardly manner? How old are you? What is your age? When Custard cried for a nice safe cage. When Custard demanded for a nice safe cage for himself, Ink and Mustard teased him by asking him, how old are you that you are behaving in such a cowardly manner? You want a safe cage for yourself? Why are you behaving like this? How old are you? What is your age? Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound. Nasty means an unpleasant sound. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled. Growl means barked loudly. And Mustard growled. And they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Belinda. For there was a pirate climbing in the window. Window here means window. What is a pirate? A pirate is a sea robber. So let us see this whole stanza once again. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound. When Ink, Blink, and Mustard, when all of them were making fun of Custard the dragon and they were asking their age, they were teasing him. Suddenly, they heard an unpleasant sound around them. And Mustard growled. Mustard, the dog, barked loudly as soon as he heard a strange sound. And they all looked around. Ink, Blink, and Mustard all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Belinda. For there was a pirate, there was a sea robber climbing in the window. They saw a sea robber climbing up the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. Cutlass is a dagger. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right. Since he was a sea robber, so he had arms also with him. He had pistol in one hand and pistol in the other hand as well. And he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. A bright shining dagger could be seen in his teeth. His beard was black. One leg was wood. One leg was wood means one leg was made of wood. This shows that he was handicapped. He was a disabled person. It was clear that the pirate meant no good because he had a dagger in his teeth. He had a pistol in a right hand and pistol in the left hand also. This was a clear indication that the pirate had come to cause them harm. He did not come with any good intentions in his mind. He had some bad intentions. He wanted to cause some harm to them. Now, before I proceed to the next stanza, I am reading the stanzas which I have read on this page till now. Let us revise. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, blink and mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the Realio Trulio cowardly dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said weak, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice, safe cage. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Now, next stanza. Belinda paled. As soon as Belinda saw this sea robber, saw this pirate, she was filled with fear. She feared, she was frightened now, and because of fear, her face became pale. Belinda paled, and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. Mustard fled. Mustard was the dog, and he also started running here and there and started crying for help. Ink trickled down. Ink was the cat. Ink trickled down at the bottom of the household. Ink, the cat, started running down to the bottommost floor of the house. And little mouse Blink strategically mouse hold. Strategically means very tactfully, very cleverly. The little mouse Blink also went inside his hole, inside his house, inside the deep burrow which it had made for himself. So, when they all saw the sea pirate, when they all saw this sea robber, what did they do? Belinda became pale because of fear, and she cried, "Help, help!" Mustard fled. He started running here and there and started crying for help. Ink, the kitten, trickled down. She ran down to the bottom of the household, and the little mouse Blink, very intelligently, very tactfully, he entered into the hole which it had made for himself. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine. Snorting like an engine. Snorting means making a sound like an engine makes a loud sound. In the same way, as soon as Custard the dragon saw this pirate, he jumped up. As soon as he saw the pirate, he jumped up and he made a loud sound like an engine. Clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. Dungeon is a prison. Keep writing the word meanings. Dungeon is a prison. Clashed here means hit. As soon as Custard the dragon saw this pirate, he made a loud sound and jumped, and he clashed his tail. He hit his tail like iron rods. If iron rods are hit against each other in a prison, you can imagine what kind of sound they will make. In the same way, Custard the dragon hit his tail repeatedly as if iron chains were being hit against each other in a prison. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm. With a clatter and a clank, that means making a loud sound, because iron chains are made of metal, they are made of iron. So if these chains are hit against each other, they will make loud sound. Similarly, the tail of Custard the dragon was also making a loud sound, and a jangling squirm. It was making a sound as if hard objects were falling on the earth. Large objects were falling one upon the other on the ground. I am explaining this whole stanza once again. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine. As soon as Custard the dragon saw the pirate, he jumped up and he made a loud sound as a sound is made by an engine. Clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. He hit his tails in the same way as if iron chains were being hit against each other in a prison. With a clatter and a clank. Now these two words the poet is using just to describe that if iron rods or iron chains are hit against each other, then they will produce loud sound. Similarly, the tail was also producing loud sound. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm. Jangling squirm here means it was making such a sound as if hard objects were falling upon each other. If some hard object falls one upon the other, it will produce large sound. Similarly, when Custard the dragon was hitting his tail repeatedly, it was also producing loud sound. Not large, it was also producing loud sound. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. Robin is the name of a bird. As soon as robin sees a worm, it quickly attacks the worm, it quickly attacks its prey. Similarly, as soon as Custard the dragon saw the pirate, it immediately attacked the pirate in exactly the same way as a robin would attack a worm. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon. Gaped means stared with his mouth open. The pirate was astonished as soon as he saw the dragon's reaction. As soon as he saw the dragon becoming so violent and aggressive, he was astonished, he was shocked, and he continuously looked at the dragon with his mouth open. with his mouth open in astonishment, in surprise. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. Gulp means swallowed, quickly swallowed. Some grog, some drink. Grog is a drink. From his pocket flagon. He had a small container in his pocket. Pocket flagon here means a small container. He had a small container in his pocket which contained some drink. So as soon as he saw the reaction of Custard the dragon, he was so surprised. He never expected this. He was so surprised that he quickly swallowed some drink which he took out from the container which was kept in his pocket. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit. Who fired 2 bullets? The pirate. The pirate gathered some courage and then he fired 2 bullets, but they did not hit anyone. He missed these 2 bullets, although he fired, but he missed it and they did not hit anyone. And Custard gobbled him every bit. Custard the dragon swallowed the pirate completely, ate the pirate completely. He did not leave any bit of his body. Before I proceed to the next page, I am reading the last 2 stanzas once again. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Belinda embraced him. Seeing the bravery of Custard the dragon, Belinda was very happy and she embraced him. Mustard licked him. Mustard the dog was also very happy and he showed his happiness by licking Custard the dragon. Belinda embraced him. Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Nobody was sad. No one mourned means nobody expressed his sorrow. Nobody was sad at the death of the pirate. Rather, everybody showed their happiness that their pirate was dead. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate. In glee means in happiness. Did gyrate. Gyrate means they danced all around. How did Ink and Blink express their happiness? By dancing around, they expressed their happiness at the death of the pirate. Around the dragon that ate the pirate. They danced around the dragon, Custard the dragon, who had eaten up the pirate and killed him. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. Now, although everybody was happy, although everybody was expressing their joy at the death of the pirate, but now the little dog Mustard said something. I had been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. The little dog Mustard said, I could have shown my bravery. I could have been twice as brave as Custard the dragon was. I could have been twice as brave if I was not a little upset seeing the pirate. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We had been 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. Now, Custard the dragon did not like this, that they are saying I could have been 2 times braver, I could have been 3 times braver, and he said that yes, I know everybody is braver than me. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse, and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her realio trulio little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, and Custard keeps crying for a nice, safe cage. So, in the end, the poet concludes the poem by repeating these 2 stanzas because he wants to say that even after the pirate was dead, even after the pirate was eaten up by Custard the dragon, nothing changed in the house of Belinda. Belinda still lived in that same little white house. She still had a black kitten and a little grey mouse, a little yellow dog which was called Mustard, and there was also a little red wagon, and one more thing was present in her house, really and truly a little pet dragon. Then in the last stanza the poet says that Belinda is still as brave as a group of bears, and Ink and Blink are also brave enough, they can chase lions down the stairs. Mustard the dog is also as brave as a tiger who is in anger, a tiger who is full of anger, and Custard the dragon still keeps crying for a nice, safe cage. So, in spite of the fact that in the end, who showed actual bravery? Custard the dragon. All others kept on saying that I am braver, I can chase the lions, I can do this, I can do that. But when actually the time came to show their bravery, everybody started crying for help, everybody started running here and there. Only Custard the dragon could face this pirate and kill him. But in the end, the poet concludes by saying that still the scenario in Belinda's house is still the same. Nothing has changed. All of them still behave in their original manner, in the manner they actually kept on behaving in the past as well. Now children, read the whole poem once again. There are many meanings